There are many strange places to be found in the 7,000 islands that make up the Philippines. On its largest island are two mountains, each described in local folklore. One is said to be the most holy place on earth and the other the most evil. They are the opposite of each other, with one being a popular pilgrimage site and the other avoided at all costs. They say the holy mountain will bring you luck, but those who visit Devil's Mountain risk never returning, with Satan himself taking them prisoner. Mount Banahaw is better known as the Holy Mountain. People come from all over the Philippines to climb it and cleanse their sins. It's an active volcano and everything on it is considered sacred and holy. One of the most holy is a cave. Those able to walk into and leave the cave unharmed are without sin, and will have a place in heaven, but those with sin will emerge with scratches on their body, 1 scratch per sin. Commit enough sins and you will not be able to leave, but instead transported to Mount Cristobal. Mount Cristobal is a potentially active volcano better known as the Devil's Mountain. It is said the devil often appears before those who climb the mountain and claim their souls, but instead of taking them to hell, he traps their ghosts on the mountain. There are countless ghost stories surrounding Mount Cristobal. One story describes a young couple who approach those who enter the mountain. They offer to show you the most beautiful place on Mount Cristobal. If you accept, they will lead you deep into the dense forests that climb the mountain. After leading you far off course, they will disappear before your eyes, and you realize they were ghosts as you find yourself lost. Stories like this are used to explain the countless hikers who go missing on the mountain. Other stories tell of hikers being possessed by the spirits of Mount Cristobal and driven insane by them. Such stories usually end with the victim dying in an insane asylum decades later. Even the most skeptical visitors often feel an eerie atmosphere while on the mountain. Less skeptical people believe aliens choose to abduct humans here. The most famous legend of Mount Cristobal tells of two people passing over the mountain to reach a campsite. The pair reached a fork in the path they were following and didn't know which way to walk. In local folklore, this choice is well known. Take the right path and you will be taken to your destination, but take the left path and you will surely die. The couple did not know this and chose the left path. Years later, a group of hikers arrived at the same fork. As they stood there deciding which path to take, a couple passed by and took the left path. The group were about to follow when the couple disappeared before their eyes. As most of us would, they avoided that path because they aren't ghost-following maniacs. But as the two ghosts disappeared, their lanterns went out and they were unable to relight them. So then they were just stumbling around for hours in a haunted forest like idiots. But they did eventually reach safety and told their story. According to the legend, the couple they encountered were the two people who disappeared years before. They often appear before lost hikers to warn against taking the left path. So if you're ever on Mount Cristobal, play it safe and never take a left turn. Also, if you see circles on the ground glowing brightly, don't follow them, as apparently they lead to a monster who will eat you. I mean, really, you should just avoid the whole area. Avoid places named after Satan. That's generally a good rule to follow.